keep at the higher points.
Okay.
Just because you don't want too much water stress on them. So your 2-foot board will be on that side and up here. That'll get a full board in that corner. That one will be, you got 16s here, and then the 24s go here because of the water depth.
And I'm sorry, the 2 feet go where again?
2 feet will go on this side,
okay.
on the back side because of the slope.
Right, right.
So you'll have most water on this end. That corner is going to have roughly about, I think it's 10 or 11 inches of pitch.
Okay.
So you'll probably have 13, 14 inches of water there.
Wow.
In that corner. Looks flat, but it's not.
Gotcha. And what about this? So these are just
the 2-foot pieces?
Yeah.
So those are going to be on the 18-foot side. This one here will go up in that corner there. This one will go right here. So
okay.
when this gets together and when it comes down in the spring, what I would do is I would mark your boards, usually starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, just in a rotation that you know where you started from.
Okay.
So you're accustomed to knowing which board's which.
Gotcha.
Ooh, you got a big old...
Yeah.
It's from that burrito you ate last night. He so blessed us with this morning. We had hockey till, what, midnight?
Oh, you were at hockey last night
Yeah.
till midnight? Yeah.
Then we go out for burritos afterwards and get home about 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Wow.
Wife loves it. Hi, honey. All right. On this bracket, this is your guideline for your bracket. So wherever you start the first bracket, you want to continue on the same side where you started. Okay. So your guideline is generally somewhere between this hole and here. Once this bracket gets set, when you put it in the ground, it's going to suck back roughly about 1.5 inches. So if you want this front of this right at the string line, you want to come back about 1.5 inches, and you'll see once I step on it how these come back into play. And if you eat enough beer and steak, and you get some weight on you, these will go right in the ground, nice and easy. Like
sounds like doctor's orders.
Now you want the small little 2-foot piece. Oh, that one, sorry. This is all 2-foot. Those are all 16s.
Oh, you're putting this right.
Yeah. So basically, if we start right at that string line on the outside there, you take your second measurement on your short board. This is going to come in here, and this should fall exactly in the same place as that one.
Yeah, you just gotta...
2-footers. And then you go to your half boards now. Your 4-foot line doesn't have to be exactly 4 feet. Okay. You just want to be roughly approximately middle of the board. And now your board is going to split on each bracket. So he'll put that one in, and I'm going to wait to show you.
Gotcha.
Back in here, you're going to split that bracket. So every seam will share a board. Now he's going to give me my next measurement, and I'm going to split that board. So I've got to watch this here,
right,
and also this here.
Gotcha.
Directly to the brackets, just so they don't loosen up and wobble. It just creates a tighter board.
What do you use to?
They're 1 5/8 exterior deck screws.
Okay. So I use 1 5/8 exterior deck screws to make the boards go into the brackets.
How about loosen up there? Oh. You want to go, hey, will you grab that, we got to tighten up that side.
This thing goes in anywhere in here as long as it just comes through. Doesn't really matter like where it hits in the bracket.
You try to get it so it's like in this part so it doesn't pop out on top. Just so you know.
So you want to be down a little bit.
Yeah.
So kids don't catch it on their, you know, their heels or something.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's overkill, but I don't like phone calls when I got loose boards in January. Now this side, you'll see your board just extends your string line just a hair. It will follow as it is being built. It will come back and still is in square. So now this bracket, you definitely want to have a little bit on the inside of this board, because what we're going to do, this is the deepest water corner, which is the southeast, and we're going to probably put 3 tack screws into the end.
So when you're doing this, you're lining this up so that this will be
just on the inside.
Inside, right?
You want a little bit of meat on the board, so you've got enough screw room.
Gotcha.
So that doesn't split apart.
They want some excess on this side compared to where the true line is, about 2 inches.
Okay.
It's trued up here.
Well, the kid knows yeah. Screw gun.
I asked you if you wanted it.
Are you tight against
You
that
put
back
the bottom,
Yeah.
bottom brackets down first. Make sure it's tight and flat and flush.
Want me to pin the corner?
Yeah. I put 3 in that corner.
3?
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of a,
Did it come out again?
yeah, it's not quite in.
Just a little bit. I'll fix it.
There you go.
I'll have to wait to do that one.
Oh, gotcha.
To move.
So this is where you get all the stress, right, from the water?
Yeah.
So this is one you got to make sure is the most secure.
Yeah, well, and just all the corners, it helps. Just so they don't separate.
And if you ever, in the middle of the season, if we get into January and you get weather like this and the ground starts to thaw, this hole in the back there, you can actually pound like half-inch conduit to pin it into the ground so these brackets can't slide. Because if the ground gets real soft, like I say it goes to pudding, where it doesn't have the support, you can put a support pin in here. You shouldn't have to because you don't have enough pitch.
Okay.
If you got 16 inches of water plus, you should keep an eye on it.
Where do you get that? Where do you get this electrical conduit?
Yeah. You just cut it up into 18-inch sections.
Gotcha.
You know, 18 inches, and then you pound them right through. Let's see, what do we have back there? 1, 2, 6, 6. Right here. Same thing here with just a little bit of an overlap.
Are we going to do the 16-inch?
No. You can do that outside corner off.
So you always do the inside bracket before you do the corner, is that right? And then you come around to the corner? And now what we'll do is we're going to stay close to this string line because this is your high side, least amount of water. And we're going to end up burning long on that side. Your last section is going to be your long section. So if you wanted to number these where you start to build, I would go actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay.
And then accordingly.
Okay.
Doesn't matter the way you tear them down, but where you start is
so that first 2 foot, like almost 2x2 board is number 1.
Correct.
Okay.
And then what I'll do is before we leave, I'm going to put you a marker like this. So you know that's your inside board.
Okay. Gotcha. Great.
We're going to run this one tight.